Welcome to Lost in the Desert, episode 65. I am your co-host Kareem,
My name is Assam.
and pretty boring week. I'm not feeling too hot, so I'm just getting over a cold, but whatever.
It's going around.
Yeah, it's been going around. Like these niggas are sick left and right, bro. If I tell you how I got it, bro, I could. It's just shameful. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, everybody knows.
Yeah, no, it's just shameful. But I was
It just gets
dying
passed on.
yesterday and the day before. I was dying, bro.
Yeah.
I was like,
Mm.
but I woke up today
Disgusting.
pretty good, feeling pretty nice compared to yesterday. Just a little stuffy, but I'm not coughing and crying and doing all that shit that I was doing a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You might need an IV.
I might need an IV, but I got a pack of liquid IVs that I just kept next to the bed, and I just forced
popping
myself. I was just forcing myself to drink them
You were just snoring that.
because they're like the little powders. You just got to pour them in the water, but I just had to force myself to drink them.
I was into liquid IV a lot till one of them, the doctors was like, "Hey, just let you know, there's sugar in that. You need to do sugar-free ones." And I was like,
They have sugar-free liquid IVs.
"Yeah,
Well, I feel like when you're dehydrated, bro. Like I lost 5 pounds, by the way.
yeah." But that's
And,
the
like-
thing. I was just like, "Why did you have to like ruin that for me?" And then they got me in this whole brand where it's like salt, and it's literally just salt
Well, sodium is like
Powder.
one of the biggest things in our what's it called?
that you need.
That we need like to
Yeah.
survive throughout the day.
Don't get me wrong though. When I
Our
switched
electrolytes.
to that salt electrolytes, I used to drink like a gallon a day. If I drink up 2 bottles of that, I'm fine for the rest of the day. I'm not dehydrated or anything.
I miss. I miss the fact that Samah like left the state and like she's in Colorado.
Good for her though.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know. I
happy
talked to
for
her
her.
like last month. Like I guess she got like a really good job offer abroad.
Yeah.
The
she
Hydra
needed
spa,
that as well.
the Hydra spa is still going around. Like
Yeah,
I think they're in the remodel or something. But
Yeah.
I was like, damn, what are we doing now?
No, but I saw that as well. I'm so proud of her. She's just
Good people deserves good things to happen.
100%.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a new chapter for her life. And
I was
I'm
literally
happy.
just
I'm
thinking
happy
about
to be
her
on the
today.
sideline as a fan and just watching grow.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking about her today because it happened like last month or something, or like
Yeah.
this end of December, and I was like, I just thought about it, and I was like, huh.
Yeah, good for her.
While I was doing my little thing, but how you been?
It's been good. I mean, the only thing, my training has been getting better. I'm ready for Ramadan, so right now what I'm doing is trying to focus on what my diet is going to be. Now, do I want to do nothing but protein, no carbs? I tried that. It's hard because I do love.
Can't do carbs. Carbs are low key essential though. Like that's the energy for your
And I
muscles.
know that, yeah.
And
So
when
what
you're fasting,
Yeah.
you're gonna feel so fucking fatigued if you don't break your fast with carbs or like you don't
So-
have iftar with something.
Yeah. So what I'm
something
thinking
ready.
of
You know what I mean?
is obviously going to be hyper because I have to hit my protein intake mandatory.
You should like just a shit ton of mango.
But what I'm going to do,
Get them chopped fruits, mangoes.
But
and
I think I'm
apples and
gonna
shit.
do like half a cup, maybe a full cup of just rice or a scoop of mashed potatoes.
All right. So
That'd
wait,
be
before we go on, right? Because this is like, only our
Random
second
segments,
year.
yeah.
So just to let y'all know, Ramadan is Islamic month where everybody fasts. All Muslims fast from sunrise to sunset. So we were talking this year. It starts in March. I think it goes back like one lunar cycle every year.
Yeah. So
This year is March, basically March 1st, right?
March 1st.
Supposedly.
Yep. So I kind of like that. I know it sounds weird because it's always gonna be 30 days.
It's a clean month, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's just
I
easy
just
to track.
love that, and
Clean
people
month.
always
I
be
get
like-
what you're trying to say.
And people are always like, Assam, it's always 30 days. I'm like, no, it's just because like
You don't have to lose track.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's not
you-
like March 13th to April 14th, and it feels like you have to
It
go
doesn't
through 2
sneak.
months.
It doesn't sneak up on you either.
Exactly.
Because sometimes, like when Ramadan, like I remember, like when it was like middle of the month or some shit like that, it'll be like, and then niggas are fighting, like, is it the 21st? Is it the 22nd?
Yeah.
Like, when do we start? Bro, all that shit. Like, this is a clean month, supposedly.
100%. And usually it does
Like,
help.
it's good.
So I was, it's funny because I was been explaining about it all week because I've been telling people like, hey, Ramadan is coming, and obviously this year, the only thing that I'm very proud of that I did to myself is not working out or like getting my health together. It's mostly like I've been getting my prayers up, and I've been like really doing my prayers, getting closer to my to my religion, and I love it, and I don't mind it. Like things are getting better for me. I feel better. And so this year, like Ramadan, like I'm taking a lot of time out from work.
I don't think this is gonna work out for us in the long term.
For what?
Because God might send you a message like, you need to stay away from him.
No, because it's not my because my job is not to judge.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't know what you're saying. And then
Oh, shit.
I don't have to have a religion to cut you off. I don't need a religion
You're
to
gonna be
cut your dumb
like,
ass
one
off.
day you're gonna be like,
know what I'm saying?
nah, enough.
But I'm really taking time off, from work to like focus on this Ramadan because I really want to like cleanse. I want to get better with myself. and just do better. I mean, I've been in this cycle for so long of just doing the same dumb things, and then I wanted to change. So I'm excited for it. With that being said, though,
It's funny you telling me all this and then
What?
what we talked about before the show,
Yeah,
and I'm
this
just
is-
like, this
yeah.
is so. I'm not obviously not gonna say,
that's
it,
the
but I'm
thing,
just
though,
like,
and that's the thing when people try to go like, it doesn't matter what you're
honestly, just do what you do and own it.
exactly.
Do what you do and own it.
100%. A
Like,
lot of people, when they are afraid to be like, oh, you know what, I want to get closer to like my
True,
religion or
true.
closer to God. And the first thing people around them be like, well, remember when you did this? Or they bring up their past. And it's like, who cares?
by the way, I'm not trying to say remember when you did this. I
Yeah.
said it's crazy that like the dynamic. Like I've always told you this, and I've
Yeah.
always told everybody around me this. I don't care what you do. Just, as they say it with your chest. You know,
Yes.
stand on business with it, and you're good to go. Like
there's
you
no
got my
hypocrisy.
respect. You could do what you like. It doesn't have to be one or the other.
And people
in
need to
terms of how
understand
you
that
live your
a lot
life.
of people are afraid to
Like you could do some sketchy shit.
not that no, a lot of people are afraid to say like, oh, I'm getting closer to God or I'm praying more because they're afraid of what the comments are going to be like, or people that known them before, but stuff like that. But with that being said, don't give a fuck about other people. Their words have no value because the relationship with God has to be just between you and God. That's it. Nobody else. So their opinion does not matter.
But then-
If you're out there, if you're a 40-year-old man and then 39 years of your life you've been a fucking party animal, and one day you decide you don't want to get closer to God, by all means just do it. Who cares about their opinion?
But also, I think religious people do get judged extra hard because they
judge as well.
There's some toxic thing about like people don't want you to be happy. Like I'm not very religious, but that doesn't mean I want other people to not be happy. Like life is already stressful and complicated as it
Yes.
is. Like if you can find something that gives you peace in life and like helps you just structure yourself and hopefully it doesn't always work out, but hopefully ultimately be like a good person. Like who am I to try to take that away from
Exactly.
you? But like I noticed like you see people in like the comments, like somebody tries to say like, oh, you know what, I'm trying to change my ways and do my shit, and then they will just drag them like, you ain't know this, you ain't know that, you a
Yeah.
heathen, you
Yep.
gonna burn in hell.
No,
I'm like, bro, leave this man alone.
It
Like they're
happens
trying to
all
do
the
better.
time. It happens all, and that's why people stay away from it because they don't want
Leave
to
that
deal with
fucking
that.
man alone.
Because like you said, they're already stressed about so many things. If they found an outlet that makes them happy, some people like they keep it to themselves because they don't want other people to ruin it for them. And that shouldn't be the way. Like you shouldn't care about other people's opinion. And like we always say, the day that you give a fuck about other people's opinion is the day you give up on yourself.
I will say it does turn out funny though sometimes, like that
Oh,
like that preacher and his wife from the Ashley Madison documentary.
Or
Like I remember we talked about that a couple
like the
weeks.
Gemstones.
Yeah, or like TV shows like The
Yeah.
Righteous Gemstones. I'm like, come on.
But then
bro.
I don't care. Like I can be praying right now, and then tonight I can be at a party. Like I would not, because my relationship is between me and God, nobody else.
Like leave me alone.
Yeah.
The only thing I will
because
ju-
you know why? Because I know I'm not perfect.
The only thing I will judge like Muslims on is like, why? Look, what is this obsession with pork? Like, you could murder someone, but God and ask
No,
for
boy,
forgiveness,
I know
but
myself, boy. I know
God
myself.
forbid you have like a sausage McMuffin or some shit.
My sister told me that last week. She's like,
It's like, what
You-
the fuck? That's the
but-
only thing like Muslims drive me crazy on, like their fear of pork.
yeah, okay. So I was giving shit to my brother because I found out one of his boys, his favorite cereal is what is it, the one with the marshmallows in it?
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms. So I was like, bro, Lucky Charms have gelatin in it, which is like a pork product. And my sister just starts laughing. She was like, I saw him partying in his life, had girlfriends, and all of a sudden he does not, he's worried about
Bro, I'm like- and it's not
I
even
just
like-
started laughing. I was like, that is such
And
an
it's
Arab
not
thing.
even like an actual pig. It's like boiled bones,
Doesn't
like just
matter.
together. And people are like, no, pig.
doesn't
I'm like,
matter.
I think you've missed the point as to why they don't want you to
Yeah,
eat pork.
but it doesn't matter. And then it's also, I'm being 100%. Yes, I am Arab. I done things, but I will never eat pork.
Like it's just crazy.
I
to
don't
me.
care.
And it's
I'll
like
say it.
it's like I've been around like Muslim girls, and it's the same
Yeah.
shit. And they'll be like, "You're just gonna eat those gummy bears."
And they drink
like-
before, they party before, but
Like I remember the day I finally learned that was it carnitas, or I think it was carnitas. Though for the day I was still fresh onto Mexican food, and I finally learned that carnitas was
yeah, it's pork.
shredded pork.
Yeah.
I didn't know that shit.
I-
I've been going to Aladdin like for time and eating that quesadilla.
They're nasty.
Which, by the way, Taqueria Mi Casita, fucking fire
no,
quesadilla.
it's not. No, it's not.
It's fucking fire.
No, it's not. Don't fucking fall for that shit.
No, shut the fuck up. But anyway, it was so good. This was like roughly around the time like I met you, like just before, like just after
No,
like
the,
we
the
met.
other one as well, the chips that you found out was pork skin.
I knew that was pork skin.
Okay.
Yeah, I always knew that was pork skin. I never ate them. I didn't even think they were that good, so I never ate them.
Oh, okay.
I like the Asian ones, like the shrimp ones.
No, you wild boy.
Like the shrimp chips or whatever, like those are pretty good.
Yeah.
But no, I learned like soon after we met, like I learned that carnitas was pork. It was Luis who told me. He was like, I didn't know you eat pork. I was like, what?
Yeah. No.
I was like, what?
Shout out to Primo.
But yeah, and I remember some chick was like, I can't believe like you're eating pork and all that shit. And I was like, you
Nah, I
sitting here you telling me this in a below knee mini skirt. Like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about?
But
Like you a Muslim girl in a below knee
issue-
mini skirt with hair extensions down to your fucking tits. Like who are you to fucking judge me? I accidentally ate carnitas. I didn't know.
And that's my thing.
Technically, I'm forgiven.
I don't like when people like I said, your relationship with God should be just between you and God. But the moment you start acting like and you start judging people, then that's when I have an issue with you. Because it's like you shouldn't judge somebody, especially if they know your background or they knew you before whatever relationship. Like I said, you can always, have a good relationship with God even after so many things that you have done. But they say you start judging people and you start being like, ew, shut up. Like, let them have their own life. Worry about yourself. And a lot of people like to worry about other people for some reason. Like, they always like to give their 2 cents. And it makes no sense to me. Like, you have that much energy. You have that much fucking time to worry about somebody else.
Actually, a good example is actually like my sister. Like, I remember the last time she came to visit, I saw her like praying. I don't know, this was like maybe 2022 or some shit. Or
Yeah, she was here 2022.
Yeah, and I was just like, you're praying?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, Kadeem, I'm praying. I'm like, really? I was like, I had never seen, like, growing up. I left the house like relatively young. So I was like, I had left the house at like 17, 18.
Yeah, and
there's a 5-year difference between us. So she was like just turning 15 or some shit. So I was like, okay, cool. Or like she was just turning 13. So I never even knew like my sister was like spiritual, let alone religious.
Yeah.
But like approaching her wedding like day. And so she started getting like more and more. I said, are you praying? I'm like, since when?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah. And like, she's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't know
No
what she
one's
is.
perfect.
Like, I don't know what she is now.
But nobody's perfect. That's the thing, though. Nobody's
like,
perfect.
Damn. But she hasn't. But the crazy part is like, kind of like she hasn't changed her attitude.
Doesn't matter.
Like, I would have never known because she's not preachy. She mind her own fucking business. So like, after like me seeing her, like, we never brought it up.
But that's good for her
because I have no reason to bring it up. She's not antagonizing. She's not antagonizing me. I'm not antagonizing her. We doing our thing.
She could literally be the same sister that you known since she was a dog. But if she wants to pray, let her, because that's her relationship between.
Yeah, I have no reason to stop her.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's not getting on my nerves.
Yeah, like for me, it was one thing. Like I'll be visiting my parents' house and I see my sister pray. Then I start seeing my little brother start praying, and I was like, what's my excuse? You know, like and I'm just like, I might need to start doing it. And then after I start doing it, bro, like. Honestly, man, I'm just like, I feel good. Like I'm chill.
Used to make fun of me. They're like, Kadeem, if you start by the time you start praying, I remember who's it my sister or my cousin?
Yeah,
I think it was my cousin because I was just telling him about my surgery and he was like,
Yeah.
by the time you start praying, you're gonna have to use the chair, and I was like, damn. I said that's cold, and he was like, that's probably gonna be next year. I said, nigga, fuck you.
No, but the thing is, like, when I tell people, like, let it organically happen. You know what I mean? Some people will be like, start praying before it's too late, or start praying when you're on your downfall or you're on the bottom. And it's like, who cares? Like, just have a good relationship. That's what it is. Because at the day, everything has a maker, and we do have a maker. That's it.
Did you see that TikTok with like Muslims praying, like, but they're at the gym, they're like workouts, strengthening myself for praying.
The MMA guys.
And I was like, but they were like, I was like, oh, these are deadlifts. These are like, what do you call them? IRL, DRL, GRL, whatever the fuck.
Not aesthetic. I know what you're talking about. I've seen them.
But you know what I mean? I'm like, if you Google Muslim prayers, you'll understand like that shit requires some like leg strength and flexibility. If you do that shit 5 times a fucking day, like you need to tie some dumbbells on your fucking arms.
So you know what's crazy? Yesterday I went to the mosque to pray, right?
Which is the longest prayer? The one's like 5 rakat.
No, the longest prayers are in Tarawih during Ramadan.
Which is the longest prayer of the day? I think it's like 4.
It's 4. Max is 4.
4. Was it Isha?
Dhuhr has 4, Asr has 4, and Isha has 4.
Okay. Yeah. It's tiring, bro.
I mean, if you honestly time it, if you ever do it, like let's say that you time it.
It's killing me.
Okay, let me tell you something. If you do 4 rakat and you actually time it, you know how long it's gonna take you? A minute and 10 seconds.
Yeah, I know. But honestly, like I'm a slow reader and memorizer.
Yeah. So, yesterday I was at the mosque, and obviously mosque is packed for Friday prayer, so I was at the bottom floor. Like they opened this little room on the floor, and obviously the main one is on top, fully booked. Everybody shoulder to shoulder, whatever. True. The sheikh, as he's praying, and we all following, his mic went down. Bro, I'm talking about over 200 people in one building, and he's on the top floor, like the top floor, and we're literally like in a garage, and you can hear him say Allahu Akbar, and we all start moving. That's how dead silent it is in that building.
Yeah. It takes
And when I was praying that, I was just like, there is nothing like this.
it takes a lot of discipline.
Yeah. And I needed that. I needed the cleanse because I was a wild boy growing up.
You're still a wild boy. He was a wild boy last night, this morning, tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow too? You already judging me for tomorrow?
I'm not feeling too hot. Like, it's crazy. Like, as soon as you're not into doing anything, like your phone starts blowing up.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Like, when you are actively looking, everyone's like, I ain't got time for this shit. And then as soon as I posted a snap, I was like, man, like, I'm not feeling too hot, sick as fuck, all that shit.
All of a sudden, opportunities are
All of a sudden, like, later that night, what are you doing? Come over, slide through. I'm like, can I come over? I'm like, no, go away. So I need to rest. Like, come over with food and fucking, you know what's good?
What?
You know, like, spicy food's, like, really good for, like, congestion and shit. Yeah. I ordered the African jollof or whatever, like a big plate, which is basically rice and meat and rice and chicken.
What the?
No, not the fufu. It's rice, bro. Eat it with a spoon. But, bro, that shit, like, cleared my fucking sinuses.
Yeah.
Like, it just gave me the energy I needed.
You know what I recently did? I tried, damn, I forgot the name of it. Halotherapy. Halotherapy, it's, you get in, it's like a sauna, but it's salt. And you breathe in salt.
No, I'm not doing that shit.
And, well, when I tell you that opens my lungs, 10 minutes, like, just, and it opens it up, and then I guess it's good for your skin, so I'm in that room. Dude, it is so fire.
I actually found out like why I have dark circles.
On where?
On like the side of my face. On this side of my face, I have like crazy dark circles go all the way down. Apparently, is when do you sleep on your back or your side?
On my side.
Which side?
I toss and turn.
But which side like more than the other? Because just by looking at you, I think I have a guess.
Left.
Because you have darker circles on your left than your right. Nothing crazy, but like you could definitely look at them and be like, oh.
Why is the blood flow?
Yeah, blood flow like pools and like I guess like stains the face or whatever. So like he was like, I was talking to a doctor, and he was
so what
like,
happens if you sleep on your back?
I don't know, pools to the back of your fucking skull. That shit is under your hair. Who gives a shit?
Hair.
But like you get equal blood flow and stuff like that, like so
Yeah.
you're good. But also like sleeping on like a rough surface,
Yeah.
like you got the pillow on your face, like that irritation. It's kind of like white people's elbows because they're always like on tables and shit like that. Or you like when hosed because they all need knees a lot, so it's whatever. Hey, yo. But yeah, so I'm like, man, I gotta.
We're doing ankle checks now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and like order a sleep mask. You know them like soft little sleep masks. I used to have one.
Red light therapy.
No, not the red light therapy. I just mean like a really soft one because the one thing like when I sleep, I can't close my eyes. Like my eyes don't want to stay closed.
I can't because I overthink.
Yeah, my eyes don't want to stay closed. They end up doing this. They end up like twitching and shit.
No, that's some possession. Yeah.
Bro, I have a cousin. His eyes literally roll up at the back of his head. Like him and his brothers all sleep like this.
My older brother sleeps with his eyes open like this. I swear. And they'd be like, yo, AB's awake. I'm like, no, he's really asleep. He's literally like this, like a fish. And it's the funniest thing.
What's that fish that sleeps with his eyes open?
My brother.
Finding Abbott.
Yo, my brother is so fucking such a clown. He's hilarious.
He is pretty funny.
I was talking to him the other day, and obviously, like he gained a lot of weight. It is what it is. Yeah. Oh my god, bro, he looks like me. Like he looked.
No, and because last time I saw him, bro, he was skinny.
That's it. And now he looked like when I was like in my 250s, right? So he goes, "Shut up, this is nothing. I can get rid of it 2 weeks." I was like, "All right, let's make a bet." So he goes,
"Is he working to get rid of it 2 weeks?"
So he goes, $500 bet if he loses it, and I was like. He goes, I can take this in 2 weeks. I was like, dude, if you can get rid of this in 2 weeks, I'll give you $500.
He should have said like 2 months.
He goes, all right. He's like, give me the $250 now. That's down payment. And when I lose in 2 weeks, you give me the other $250. And I was like, okay, what happens if I give you the $250 now, but you don't lose it? And he goes, then you lose.
Wait, did he stop smoking cigarettes or something?
Hell no, bro.
So he's still smoking cigarettes and he's fat.
Boy, he's eating.
But he might actually be able to lose it quick because
there's people that can do that.
There are people who say like if you gain weight quickly, you can lose it quickly.
Yeah.
There are other people like you just slowly over time realize that you put on like 70 pounds.
Yeah, but there's no way I'm making that bet because I know he's gonna take that money, get on a cycle, and get shredded.
That's crazy. Did you? Honestly, this week has been pretty dry. Just more airplane crashes. I'm not getting on no
I'll
flights.
take my statement back. It's not there. It's a hot topic. They're recording it. No, there's a lot of planes crashing.
Yeah.
And the Delta one, the fact that they're offering $30K for each passenger is dumb. It's so stupid of them.
I wish I flew Delta.
The one that flipped over in Canada, they offered because everybody survived. They offered every passenger $30K as like whatever. And I was just like, if they're offering $30K.
That means they're worried they're going to have to pay out more.
Lawyer up. That $30K could be the fucking lawyer fee and you can get 6 figures.
Honestly, if I survived, I'll probably just take the $30K and move on.
No, because you know why? Because
I don't want the drama.
Because now the plane is under investigation. They're going to have to check every little thing on it. If they found the one thing that was broken and they actually still let it fly, that's it. That's
you
your
know what
green
I'm
light.
you know what I'm doing? I'm saying 30K and free flights for life. For me,
You're negotiating.
I'm negotiating
if you
30K
do-
free flights for life. We'll call it a day.
If they go 30K and free first class flights anywhere you want for the rest of your life, I'll sign on the spot.
Right?
I'll sign on the spot.
Bro, people don't understand. People be like, no, you could have gotten more, and then generational
Nope.
wealth, all that shit.
Nope.
What
What generation wealth?
I don't fucking know.
Don't
I'm
get-
just saying, like, you know how people on the
Yeah.
internet will just like stupid shit.
No.
For me, my peace of mind,
I can go anywhere.
there's no price. Like, my peace of mind, like, is worth so much. Like, my peace of mind for starters is worth enough for me to just say, give me the 30 grand so I can leave.
Mhm.
I don't care. Just give me the 30 grand so I can fucking leave. I survived. Nothing broken on my body. A couple scratches. I'll be good. Just give me 30 grand. I don't want to deal with lawyers, class action lawsuits, not hear anything for like 2, 3, 4 years and then get nothing out of it or get less than
Yeah.
in it. You know what I mean? Or only get like maybe 10, 15 grand more. Like, that's not worth it. Give me the 30 grand now. Free flights for life, first class or business class. I'm good.
100%.
And like, I don't want to hear and nothing else after that.
I think knowing that you can go anywhere you want and all you have to worry about now is just the hotel, dude. think
Yeah,
about
free Delta and partners flight for life. Don't give me that. Oh, Delta doesn't go here, nigga. But your partners do. Give me
No,
free
when you-
Delta and
yeah,
partners for
no,
life.
because like I'll have an account with Delta, and yeah, same thing. Like think about it. Like I can go to Ghana. I can go to Cape Town. I mean,
fucking. That's the first thing that came to mind. Is a free flight for life. I'm gonna go to fucking Ghana.
South Africa.
South Africa's not Ghana, bro. It's not
I'm
the
just
same.
trying, like I'm talking about Cape Town. Like go to South Africa.
Okay, but that's not Ghana. That's why I was like, he said Ghana. I was like,
Yeah,
that's
go to
random
Ghana,
as fuck.
go around South Africa.
Ghana, bro.
Trying to
Random.
go home, dude. Trying to go to my
Stop
people.
it. You can't go home.
Cape
bro.
Town is like a dream of mine.
If you go home, that Iron Shield gonna light you up on the way down.
What? No, they ain't. That shit.
Whatever's
is
that
broken.
missile defense thing they got?
Yeah,
So the
the
Iron Shield?
Dome, the Iron
Iron Dome? Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit's gonna light you up.
Motherfuckers got so much money that
Bunch of
their
fucking drones.
U.S. taxpayers are paying for.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But they're also talking about the tariffs came in on that 25%, bro. Foreign, like the secondhand car market. I said, this is time for me to pay off my car and sell it. The secondhand car market's gonna be crazy.
You know what needs to be studied? How Elon Musk went from everybody's favorite to the worst fucking public enemy number one.
I've said this before.
People are selling their Teslas now as a boycotting.
Wait, Twitter.
So
this
don't
man
be
like
surprised. Don't be surprised. Teslas are going to be the cheapest car, and everybody's going to get them because they are going to go low. Do you think Elon is part of that whole tax plan on cars, so Teslas can be number one sales?
they're not gonna be number one because they're being beaten by other car companies now.
Tesla.
Yeah.
Who? Lucid? Fuck no.
No, not Lucid. What's them European niggas? They're starting to outsell them. A couple of the Chinese companies are starting to outsell them. Like Tesla's. I was literally watching this on was it CarWow or one of them like a couple days ago, but. I'm not gonna quote numbers because I don't have that off the top of my head. No, I'm not gonna quote anything. I don't have that off the top of my head, but I see that I did see that there was like a article and a video on like YouTube from like a reputable like I'm pretty sure it was like either CarWow or one of them. Their sales had actually gone down, and I think it was either maybe BMW or Mercedes or something like started to outsell like the Teslas, like they started to sell more.
Oh.
Like on the full electric market. Porsche's actually doing the opposite. Their Taycan's not selling too hot, so they're switching up. They're putting like 830 like million back into combustion cars.
You know, I did see that article.
Yeah, it was like 800 and something
failed.
million
Yeah.
in like back into the combustion engine, which honestly makes sense. Like hybrids, I personally feel like hybrids are the way to go.
So we rented that. God, it
I'm
was
not
a
doing
brand
that
new
shit.
Beamer. We rented it out in New York. It was a hybrid, whatever. And
When was this?
when we went to New York?
Like last month or whatever?
No, last year.
Last year.
Yeah, and it probably hands down.
Which was it? Do you
that's
remember
what
the
I'm
brand?
sure. It was like a X.
It was a SUV?
Yeah, SUV X5.
Probably the X5.
Brand new, stinking new. It's a $100,000 BMW car. It's a hybrid,
X540E probably.
something like that, right?
Yeah,
so
that's probably
it's
it.
a very expensive.
How many
car.
rows?
Huh?
How many rows?
3.
3 rows?
Do I remember? It was at the
Front row, second row, where there's seats in the far back.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
X7.
Okay. Yes, it was the X7.
It was long and had a weird front.
Yes.
Yeah, X7.
Now,
It's fire, by the way.
barely
isn't it?
had any miles on it. Like it was stinking new on the
gorgeous, isn't it?
Yep. Primo saw it. He goes, "I want that one." Of course, cool. We're all
Did
with
you get it?
Turn it on, lights in the top,
Excellent.
BMW, all this stuff. Shittiest car we ever had in our lives.
Really?
Shittiest absolute fucking car. The
Why?
GPS is showing us we're in the fucking fucking in the water while we're in the city.
You didn't use Android Auto or Apple CarPlay?
There's a GPS inside the fucking car. Use it. But I'm talking about overall car quality, like
Yeah.
the fact they have that.
They love that car.
We got hit because we tried to press the gas and it took forever to like jump up. So that kind of got us hit by another car.
You actually got hit? Like they rear-ended you?
Yeah. Well, the car, like there was like 3 cars, and then one just tapped us. He was trying to avoid it, clicked on the gas, it did not move. By the time it moved, boom, we got pushed. Anyways, we returned it. Like we told the guys, like, yo, this is the shittiest car. He's like, this is a brand new car. We're like, shitty. Just 2 months ago, article came out. It is the worst selling BMW ever.
Really?
Yes. It is absolutely horseshit. So I can't even imagine that you got a $100,000 car and it's absolutely fucking horseshit.
Really? What's a BMW
X7, yeah. It's way underperformed. Way underperformed.
Oh, the iX? Maybe? No.
Well, it's one of them.
It was probably the iX because that's the only hybrid I think they had. All right, let's look at their BMW website. Let's see what X5, X7, XM. It was probably the XM because if it was that's $160,000 car.
Yeah, horseshit. It's a condo.
That's crazy. All right, which one of these was it?
This one.
Okay, so it was the X5. Okay, it was the X5. I was like, nigga, you could not afford the fucking XM. That's barely out. And that's exclusive as fuck. Those bitches are made to order. So that's
it's a rental
crazy.
spot. You never did like luxury rentals?
For what? Where am I going? Not my wedding.
Yeah.
I know you guys rented that Wraith out for Mo's wedding, right?
The Phantom?
Was it a Phantom? Was it a 2-door or 4-door?
4-door.
Long as fuck.
No, Ghost.
I was gonna say I'm sure it was a Ghost.
I don't know about cars, but I didn't get in it. He got in it. He liked it.
I would, as soon as he got out the car, I would have joyride that shit.
That's one thing I'm kind of like surprised. I'm not into cars.
I love cars.
Yeah.
But like people don't understand, like cars have their own little personalities. Like if you're a car guy,
yeah,
even the things that make them shitty cars have their own fucking personalities.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's kind of why I like cars. Like my car's kind of dog shit. Like I drive a 2019 Kia Optima. Don't get me wrong. It gets me from point A to point
like
B.
That guy on TLC that was in love with his car.
No, not that far.
By the way, did you see the reunion?
No.
They interviewed him again.
What did he say?
The car got totaled. He has a whole shrine in his house. He starts crying about it when he talks about it. Has a new car that is not the same love, but he still loves. What? When I tell you this man on the corner of his house has a shrine, and he kept a bumper. And
some people are like so wild.
And he showed pictures of that car accident because he was crying, and I'm like laughing. Like I think he ran into a car wash or something.
That's ridiculous.
But yeah.
You know, we've been talking a lot, and we haven't mentioned like a single important piece of news that came out this week. But honestly, this week has just been dry.
Yeah. Let's say this. Wembley's out.
Wemby's out. I saw that blood clot
for a thing that could be life.
Blood clot, yeah.
That he could not play anymore.
And I think that was similar to what Chris Bosh had.
And he had to stop.
He had to stop. He played for a little bit afterwards, and then stopped like in like the prime of his career, arguably.
The Spurs are like, we're guaranteed he's going to be back next season. I doubt it.
Bro, blood clot is crazy. Blood clot is not something like you got to figure out. Like you have to be on blood thinners, and it's like the medications won't allow him to play. It's not even like you might be able to fix the blood clot, but the medications he has to take might not be able to let him play.
I'm telling you right now, the NBA is going to get the best of the best doctors on him because he's supposed to be the new faces. Yeah,
it should be Anthony Edwards, but whatever.
Well, Anthony was just too gangster for them.
He's really not.
Did you see the video of him and Obama?
Obama.
Yeah, because Obama went to visit Team USA.
You see the thing with him and his baby mama beefing?
No, but so Obama went to visit Team USA like the last Olympics, and he was telling Obama, I was like, hey, this young man, is he good? And then Andrew looked at Obama, was like, oh, I'm a problem. Like he did not care he was a president. Like he literally, we're talking to him like he was like you're talking to one of the boys, and you could tell Obama's trying to like easy up on the conversation, and then LeBron's looking at Anthony was like, yo, you're talking to the ex-president. And Anthony's like, I don't care. I'm a problem. Like, dude, it's such a good video. And it just shows you Anthony Edwards does not give a fuck who you are. He's himself.
Fair, you're the ex-president. You're not president now. What are you going to do?
But it's Obama, bro.
Well, he didn't say anything.
But it's Obama.
He didn't say fuck you. He was like, I'm a problem.
No, but the attitude he was giving him, like, it was just like any other homie. Like, there was like that
you are respect. Any other homie. I'm sorry.
Nah.
You ain't got no job. Unemployed ass.
Come on, dude. It cost $1 million to book Obama to make an appearance.
Unemployed ass. Like, whatever.
What do you mean unemployed? It cost him $1 million to speak.
was the richest.
Why would he need the 9 to 5?
He's the richest unemployed.
It costs
nigga.
you $1 million to speak, bro. People do it for free, and he's doing it for $1 million. He don't need no 9 to 5. You out your fucking mind.
I'm just messing. Shout
Yeah,
out, Mr. President.
Yeah,
I'm just
but
messing with you.
Barack, you fucking murder.
That's crazy. But no, I saw that my Lakers. Honestly, my Lakers are doing better without Luka. Could have just given him AD. There was no need for that trade.
14 points.
Well, they still got to figure it
Got
out.
crossed over by LaMelo.
Yeah.
Actually,
to be fair, who wouldn't?
Like
LaMelo's shifty, bro, and Luka's kind of fat and slow.
send good vibes for LeVar Ball. Unfortunately, he had to get rid of his leg.
LeVar Ball?
Yes.
Did he cut his leg off?
And unfortunately, he had to.
That's what? Why? Diabetes?
Probably. It's that sugar.
That booger sugar.
Yeah. Remember, who was it? Was it Murphy that said that? He's like,
Has foot amputated after medical issue. So this
Yeah.
is from TMZ.
mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay, let's lead.
But
It was
hey,
on the
LeVar
19th.
Ball went 3 for 3. All his 3 boys are doing it. Good for him.
Okay. Bro, I've never seen somebody so happy to be in a fucking wheelchair.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because that
Could you live with an amputation?
Yeah, oh, I mean, I'm sorry. He built a whole empire. He don't care.
No, I mean, like, could you live the rest of your life? We're not talking about LeVar. We're talking about you.
Yeah, but in his position though. Am I in his position? My 3 boys.
No. You right now.
No.
You would lose your mind?
Yeah, I'd be like I'd be pissed.
Like, you can't box no more. So
yeah,
that's out the window.
Yeah. I just
You were trying to figure out in a way in your head how you can do it.
But if I had,
Okay.
but if I already had boys and I raised them and all 3 of them became successful and I still have my wife,
You could still have
Don't care.
you could still have kids.
don't care. No, I'm talking about like I lived that life and I played with them. Like I was able physically to like train them.
You lose, let's say a leg, knee down.
Oh, I'm about to hit depression.
You lose a foot then, just the foot. You still got the rest of the
Oh,
leg.
you can lose 3 toes and not walk. You're aware of that?
Yeah, because it's the outside toes are the more important for like
Yeah.
balance and
So
shit.
it's not like
Inside
your whole
toes,
leg.
you can get rid of them,
You
niggas.
can literally lose your toes and not walk.
I
So-
don't know. Like, I'm trying to think. Like,
So
if
that's why
I
you gotta
lose,
be
if I
thankful we
lose anything at this point, even a fucking toe, I'm off in it. I'm like, I'm good. Like, you know, life is fucking with me at this point. They obviously don't want me to succeed. And I'm sorry to shout out to all the amputees out there. Like, you know, you guys, for the ones who have soldiered through, like, shout out to you guys because you guys have a different level of mental
Especially
strength.
the athletes one, the one that actually compete. Like, good for them.
I told you about the dude I had from like one of my classes way back when I was at Mesa Community, and this nigga had just was fresh off a motorcycle accident, metal all up in his spine. Like he used to post his like X-rays and shit on like Instagram and Facebook. He looked like Wolverine when they're doing those
Yeah.
graphs and shit. Like he just had so much metal and shit in him, and he's like, my dream is to get back and ride my motorcycle again. I said, nigga, God let you live.
Yeah.
Like you spitting in his face right now.
Nah.
God let you live. Park it.
Some people just.
You know what I mean? Like, park that shit. It's not worth it.
You gotta believe.
I saw a video on like the Shits and Gigs like Reacts channel. Like some dude got his, he was like riding in the highway and then like his prosthetic leg fell off on the side of the highway and he's like,
Oh yeah, he was hopping.
he's
Yeah, I saw
like
that.
hopping
'Cause his
across,
Pro camera, you just see doing this.
and you just see that, but then everything is like sped up, so he's like,
Yeah.
tick, 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 tick.
No, I
I
saw
was
that.
like, damn, I'd be so mad.
It's fucked up because you don't realize what's happening, and then you look and you're like, "Oh my!"
I actually
God.
saw a motorbike accident like yesterday. Like some dude, nothing happened to the guy. He was fine, but I guess he was like trying to overtake on like the left side, and he clipped this van's bumper. So I hear,
Yeah.
and I look to the back, and like this was on the I-10, like just as you're getting out of the tunnel. Yeah, just as you're getting out of that stupid fucking tunnel. And I just see like this motorbike with a big chunk of bumper like stuck to the front of it, and he pulls over, and I look back. There's this white van with like a black bumper and like a chunk missing.
Well,
Motorcycle riders risk their life. They don't.
it's not
give
the
a
risk of
shit.
life. We just have the shittiest drivers in Arizona that they actually end up hitting the motorcycle. Like you have to be aware of your surroundings.
No, I couldn't be a motorbike rider in Arizona.
You actually would like it because it's just you and the bike.
I used to have a bike.
Yeah, it's just you and the bike, not a bicycle.
No. Like I used to have the engine in a Honda 250 that I took off my dad.
No, you have a little Vesta.
Bro, that bitch was.
Yo, I can see you, dumbass, fucking 6'4", just with a little fucking helmet.
No, that bitch was big, bro.
Thinking you're fucking Lizzie McGuire.
And it was old school with the kickstart, and then your foot would slip and it would scrape your
Yo,
fucking
my
leg,
God.
and it was fucking heavy. It was a big like Honda 250 dirt bike. It was heavy as fuck.
Every time I see one of those little Vesta ones, I keep thinking about when I took my motorcycle class. Yeah, and Out of everybody in class, there's only one girl that, because you get to pick what bike you want for your whole class. Once you pick that bike, you can't take anything else. So you can pick a Harley 250, a Ninja, or you can pick a Vesta, whatever. Out of everybody in the class, there's only one girl that picked it. And she was the most one that was asking questions throughout the whole 2-day process. And then the last day, the teacher he like snapped, bro. He's like, why are you asking these questions where you're not even riding a real motorcycle? And bro, she wanted to cry. But she took the test and she passed because it's easy. You just go. But when you ride a motorcycle, you got to shift. You know what bike I picked?
What?
Take a guess.
A bike you picked?
Yeah, to take the test and everything.
Not a Vespa.
No, hell no.
Yeah. It's not gonna be. Have to be like a Harley or some shit like.
Oh, very close, motherfucker.
Yeah, or like one of those Honda Cruisers.
Yeah, bitch.
It was a
Honda. Yes.
Yeah.
It was a Honda.
Because they look like Harleys, but they're really modern.
The reason why I didn't pick a Ninja because he expected it.
Power.
No, because he expected it. He was like, "Oh, you probably want a Ninja," and I was like, "No, because you just said that. I'm gonna pick the Honda." I hate when that shit happens. Don't tell me what I want.
My dream bike that I'll never be able to ride.
Bugatti.
No, wrong. BMW 1000.
Those are nice ones.
Because first of all, like really modern, but also
the cop ones.
they have traction control.
Yes.
They have wheelie assist to stop you or let you have wheelies if you're trying to do it. I'm not trying to ever do a wheelie. Don't get me wrong. You still need to know how to do one before you use it. But I'm like, and then you can turn down the amount of power because it's like 200 horsepower and something that weighs like 550 kilos.
I had a neighbor that when he found out that I ride at that time.
That thing would cook.
He had two Bugattis. He had one for him and one for his lady.
That is just nice to look at.
The Bugatti's the Bugatti of motorcycles.
Ferrari of motorcycle.
Same thing.
No.
Luxury. He literally looks at me and goes, "You want to ride it?" I looked at him. I looked at it. I was like, "I would not come back." I was like, "You give me your bike. I'm not coming back."
Not coming back.
Fuck this whole apartment. He just starts laughing. He goes, "Man, you're a real one." I was like, "Bro, there's no way you're gonna let me ride that, and I'm coming back in 10 minutes. I'm going somewhere."
My ex had a Honda Cruiser, and he used to think that thing was like. First of all, it's a really nice bike. Don't get me wrong.
But he thought like what it was.
But he thought it was like the fastest, best looking. I said, okay, let's calm down.
Yeah.
You do have a nice bike.
But to be honest, like
it's like somebody who has like a BMW. He was like, this will fuck up a Ferrari. I was like, calm down.
Yeah,
calm down, bro.
Yeah.
You do have a nice car. There's no denying that. Yeah. I was like, dude, you really do have a nice bike. There's no denying that.
But it's been years since I've been on a bike. So before I get on a bike, I will go take the class again. Even though I already have my license forever, but like I'll probably do like a private lesson.
Probably should. I'm not gonna lie.
Just to have it again, just to feel the bike
useful.
Because they did have like advanced classes where you can learn how to like really drift it, like really, really ride a bike.
I'm sure if I took the class, like I probably need to learn the road rules. So a couple of things. I need to learn the road rules for bikes. I don't know what the fuck, but also like I need to learn the biker etiquette. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I see what you're
saying. Like the biker community, like what's cool and not cool to do is like when you're driving a bike. Like I learned the hard way that like you can't stick to it. Like you have to give a bike rider like 3 cars length, right? Not just one. And like if you stick close to them, it's like disrespectful. Like they get mad at you.
Oh yeah, especially if they're in like a club. They'll start throwing things,
like
which is kind of stupid
really
shit. But
pissed.
like you said, there is bike etiquette.
Yeah, like I need to know what the bike etiquette is, like what the community. You said I just let it slide. I was like, you know what?
My fucking dyslexic ass.
I was like, this ESL nigga, just ignore it.
Oh yo.
ESL 101 or whatever.
Yeah, ESL 101.
But actually, I threw a fit when I was trying to go back to school. They tried to get me to do ESL 101. I said, do I sound like I need ESL 101? So what the fuck are you talking about? I did these placement tests. Bitch got like 98%.
There was this one
TikTok. What is wrong with you?
This guy was riding his bike by himself. He's not associated with any clubs, biker clubs, whatever. But he ended up passing a motorcyclist who was in the club wearing his patches, his little jackets. So the dude like, and mind you, like this is a GoPro view. And the guys from the biker club starts chewing him out. And he's like, if you ever need to pass, blah, blah, this, let's say the club's name is like Smith Club. So if you ever need to pass a Smith member, you need to ask for permission first because we roll the whatever, blah, blah. And, bro, the comments are fucking roasting the shit out of the club. The club had to, like, come out and be like, yo, chill out. Like, because they just, like, some people really think, like gangbangers, when they're like, this is my hood. And you'd be like, oh, do you own real estate? And they look stupid. Like, it's not your fucking hood.
Where your grandma stay home, my nigga. This mad city might run by.
Do you know what I want to talk about, too, as well? So there's an idea floating around because NBA All-Star is absolutely horseshit.
It was horseshit.
Absolutely boring as fuck. Kevin Garnett, I think, is the one that came up with the idea, and then they're kind of like entertaining it. One-on-one tournament.
Nobody's going to do that. They're not going to risk
This is the thing. A lot of people said the same thing you said. A lot of people don't do that. I think, you know who will do it? all the rookies and the young
Yeah,
stars.
the bottom tier of players
bottom
will
tier
do it.
to make a name for themselves.
Yeah, the
But-
bottom tier of players will do it.
Which
The
we're
stars,
okay with. Which we're okay with. But
I'm not.
NBA has to put a pressure or make it mandatory, like
They need
stars.
one star to do it.
Anthony Edwards versus John Morant. That's a one-on-one battle.
No,
Anthony Edwards versus John Morant. That's a battle. You
LeBron
got
versus
Steph. That's the
no,
only
versus
person.
Dylan or whatever the.
no. That's just boring.
No, because he kept talking. Because he kept
That's
like
boring
talking. I feel like
that's a 10-0. That's literally 10-0.
just because like just because he's been talking like so much
He's always talking shit.
But I feel like it would be
You know who they should he should battle? Russell Westbrook. That's a one-on-one battle. Steph
Ooh.
versus LeBron, regardless.
Dylan Brooks or whatever his name is.
Put KD versus Kyrie. That's a battle. Put Luka versus who would Luka go against? That'd be a battle. That'd be a dog battle.
You got to put him at the same like size and position.
No, like it
You
has
do.
to be something that does not make it.
101 is not the same as like in a game.
Luka versus Jimmy Butler. That's a battle. Dog.
They're like the same size. They're the same height. They're like
That's
both
a battle.
6'6".
And he's having fun in Warriors. Shout out to that.
But I'll tell you something. Like 101 is not the same as
In a game, of course I know. That's
it's not the same as in a game. So like Steph can mismatch against like KD in a game and do all that shit, but like in 1-on-1, KD's gonna eat him up.
Yeah, but you don't know that. Till we
I
play
do know
1-on-1.
that because KD's gonna get the ball, back down the post, shoot. Get the
Okay.
ball, back down the post, shoot.
But
Get the ball, back down the post, shoot.
But Steph can shoot from anywhere. That's the thing. So KD has to be on guard all times. There's no him checking the ball, resting, being
He's
distant.
he's not
You
gonna
give
win.
a fucking Steph a foot, and it's a problem. It's a problem. And then when he gets hot, it's done.
Yeah, KD's gonna cook stuff.
Did you see his three yesterday? He shot that shit and looked at the crowd, and then all he heard go out, and he just did the Home Alone. He's like, "Yeah, I know."
KD's gonna
Steph is a
cook him
problem.
in a 1-on-1.
By
I'm
the
sorry.
way, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if LeBron dropped 40, whatever. Steph Curry is the greatest of all time. That's my hot take.
The greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time.
Steph.
Over Jordan, over everybody. I'm just saying it right now.
I'm not gonna entertain this.
That's not even.
But
true.
we are on a close thing, so I got a couple things just to get out the way. We were supposed to have a rugby game today, and that got postponed.
Okay.
So I'm not doing that. But I have been practicing with another team, the Camelback FC. Like they're the RFC or FC, I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But they're another Phoenix-based team. I was just one of I went to their practices first before I joined the Storm. So very fun, different perspective. Not really much going on there. Just sort of evaluating options. It's whatever. All right, I'm gonna pause right here. My voice sounds so fucking sexy when I'm sick. I sound so fine.
That is a fucking
I'm just like trying to listen to
dumbest
myself.
shit you
and
probably
I'm
said
like,
this past fucking 50 minute of
hey,
recording.
yo,
You really feeling yourself over a fucking voice mic? Who's lying to you, bro?
I'm feeling myself.
Who is lying? Who's the dumbass motherfucker that's
I'm
gassing your
feeling
head up,
myself.
telling you, "Oh, I like it when you're sick." You sound
Four
so.
niggas-
You know what you
them
sound like? You sound
four-
so fucking stupid.
Them
That's what
four
you sound
niggas
like.
in my DMs are, so it's
Huh?
fine. Them 4 niggas in my DMs are.
Yeah, that's nothing.
But no, back to the thing. So yeah, I've just been evaluating. It's a good to talk to their coach a little bit. It's a good vibe. They give you. It's just like have you ever heard
Are you
the
gonna record a
phrase?
voicemail after this? So you be like, "Thanks for
100%.
calling. Please leave me a voicemail. I'll call you right
100%.
back."
Yeah, my name is Kareem.
Your name is Kareem. You fucking stupid motherfucker. I
So
fucking
annoying,
hate you.
ass.
You're
I'm-
so fucking
So I'm
dumb.
shut up, bro. You're so annoying.
Because
Let me
I'm
get this
calling
out
out
the
you
way.
dumb shit. That's what literally you do. Because the fact that I knew you're gonna record a voicemail, that's why you're hot right now. You're
Actually,
pissed.
not. I don't even know what my voicemail sounds like. It's been like
Oh.
5 years.
Bing. Please.
Bing bong. But no, have you heard the phrase like the grass isn't greener on the other side?
Yeah, it's turf.
I don't know if the grass is greener yet, but the grass smells different. That much I can guarantee. The grass may not be greener, but the grass smells different. So I'm really liking it.
It smells a little spicy.
Yeah, some people were saying shit like, "Oh, you about to leave the team and everything." I'm not leaving the Storm this season, but I definitely am evaluating my options for next season.
Hey, dude,
Because
at the end of the day, you gotta do what's best for you.
I got to do what's best for me, like to get better. Like I've sacrificed a lot of time in my body into trying to make rugby work, and I'm like, I'm not doing this sitting on the sideline.
Some people need to go somewhere to upgrade. That just happens.
And we have because they postponed the ASU game. I think technically I'm eligible to play because next Saturday will be 6 weeks since I hurt my nose,
Yeah.
so I should be eligible to play. But the reason I left this at the end of the podcast because I know nobody gonna listen. Nobody from the team gonna listen. If they do, let me know if you do. But I'm not gonna say anything during practice.
Just put that work in and leave.
I'm gonna go put my work in on Tuesday, then
Yeah.
go practice with Camelback because they practice their practice starts like towards the end of ours. and we'll see when the roster gets announced on Friday.
Yeah.
I'm like, because if I come in, put my work in, do everything, and and I still don't get recognized, I'm like, you know what? It's a wrap. It's a wrap for next season. Like,
Because you're at an age when you want to play. It's not like you're like, oh
yeah, and like basketball's not the same here. Like the only people who play basketball here is really either old head leagues or like super young niggas trying to get college scholarships and stuff like that. So I got no place for that. You know what I mean? For basketball, like I got no place
watching
for
basketball
that
leagues here is the funniest thing because people really get into it. Like they get matching jerseys and
like you're gonna go to the Suns and shit. Well, we got matching jerseys. We got custom jerseys. All that shit
no, when I used to go to Lifetime, I seen like the game was already over and they sat there an hour with the ref arguing about a call, and I'm like, you're 50 with 4 kids. Dog, let it go.
Just let it go. Go home, do the dishes.
Let it go before you start swinging.
Go pick up the Chick-fil-A on the way home and call it a day. But yeah, that was interesting. I was gonna have.
We're done because you gotta go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like I was gonna have somebody brought up a bunch of interesting topics and questions, but they were like too long, and I'm really tired.
I was gonna talk about Captain America, but we'll leave it to next week. We appreciate you guys. Yeah. See ya.
Thank you guys for paying attention and supporting us and all that.